Hello, my name is Jason Lowry.
Happy Saturday morning. I'm Mark Tody.
And this is the Lutheran edition of the Parkland Podcast.
It's the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. It's the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. They got plenty to say. They got plenty of heart. On the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. It's the Parkland Podcast. Yeah, the Parkland Podcast. It's the Parkland Podcast. Yeah, the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. Jason and Mark.
We are hanging out on the campus of St. Paul Elementary, where there's a fundraiser for St. Paul High School happening today. And we're going to tell you all about that. We're going to visit with a lot of the people that are organizing, especially the barbecuers. And if only Smell-O-Vision worked on the internet, which somebody's probably working on that, you would not believe how good this barbecue smells right now.
If you think it smells good, wait till you feel how it tastes, because I have had this barbecue the last 2 years, and it is fabulous. Thumbs up to the Howard boys for putting this together.
Oh, man. This is episode 68 of the Parkland Podcast, and it's brought to you by Parkland Pharmacy, Discover Farmington, Heimburger Construction, and Hearing Care Partners. Had some internet issues last night in St. Genevieve, but the game was pretty much in hand when that happened. 35-0 was the score when the internet went out in the second half. We do have that second half of the game recorded and uploaded now on YouTube in case you missed it. 35-7 ended up being the final as St. Genevieve remains undefeated. And next week we're in Potosi, the Trojans welcoming in the Central Rebels. We'll have that for you on Parkland Sports Live. You had a very busy week, Mark Tody. Man, you were all over the place. What'd you do?
All over the place. Had some United Way things going on, but the big thing was yesterday. My nephew, his wife, sent me a text message saying that it's yesterday was Grandparents' Day at their kid's school, and one of the grandparents couldn't make it, so she asked me if I would fill in, and of course I said yes. So I got to drive to Ellisville, Missouri, and hang out with my wonderful nieces and nephews, Wyatt, Clara, and Lucy.
Wow.
And they are three of the most awesome kids you could ever hope to meet, and we just had a great time. My brother came in, and we just hung out at their school, St. John's Lutheran School.
That's a big school.
In Ellisville. It is a huge school, and we just had the best of time. I think the highlight for me was Clara interviewed me in her classroom, and she took out her computer and she turned it on, and she would ask me questions, but she's got a great career ahead of her as a podcaster or a radio or a television announcer, because when she interviewed me, she would say, like, all right, Mark, what was the difference between you were in school and what you see in our classroom today? And she would hold her thumb up like it was a microphone. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I loved it. And then we had a big discussion over who was cooler, Clara or Wyatt. Clara said she was cooler. Wyatt disagreed, of course. But she's got a birthday, Clara, coming up in October, so she's going to be on the podcast for the birthday as well.
Sweet. So do they do any kind of fun activities with the grandparents? Did you have any kind of contests or things like that? Because I'm always interested to hear how grandparents' days go.
We went. They had an arts and crafts thing where they made the St. John emblem on a piece of paper using art stuff, and then we went into another room where we did crafts, and quite honestly, I am not a very crafty person, and it showed. And then they had a snake in a cage.
Yeah.
And they brought the snake out. It was a king snake. It was about a foot long. They said it would grow to be about 6 feet long before it was all said and done. But no, we couldn't pet it or anything, but they let us look at it while it slithered around the handler's arm. That was pretty cool. And then they showed some videos, and it was just a really, really, really good time. So shout out to Clara, Wyatt, and Lucy, and their older sister, Aubrey, who goes to Lafayette High School. She is a freshman. She made the volleyball team as a freshman. She's starting. They are 18-1 on the season.
Oh, wow.
So she's, I don't know. Aubrey makes the team. They go 18-1. There's got to be a connection there.
Absolutely. That's a really good squad year in and year out, too. Blues, Brews, and Barbecue, your final summary on that?
Man, it was fabulous. It was fantastic. I can't believe how well it went. Paul and Ashley Grindstaff, thank you for letting me be a part of it. I want to send congratulations out to Randy and Michelle. They had their wedding reception that same night, so I introduced one of the bands on Saturday, ran out to their house where they had the wedding reception, spent a few minutes with them, then turned around and came back in for the conclusion of Blues, Brews, and Barbecue, which was a huge hit. Can't wait for next year's already. Kristen White, oh man, I can't believe how hard she worked. Lisa Sumter, they were there from start to finish. So it was definitely a great day, and my voice was not well for like 3 or 4 days.
You sounded like a blues singer.
Man, everybody asked me if I had a cold, and it was like, no, that's just Blues, Brews, and Barbecue.
Yeah, that many announcements.
Hey, I got to send a shout-out to my brother Tom, though.
Okay.
A get-well wish.
Yes.
He was telling me he was cutting his grass last week on his riding lawnmower, and the lawnmower flipped over on him.
Oh, gosh.
He broke his pelvic bone.
Oh.
So he's kind of laid low for a while. He says there's not much to do but watch TV and watch the Parkland podcast.
Okay.
I said, well, there you go.
Yeah, we'll keep giving you some more content.
Yeah,
Get better.
We'll take our audience however we can get them.
Yeah.
So, Tom, get better. Karen, I know you're taking great care of him.
My brother had a weird thing happen to him. He was helping out on his wife's family farm, and he said at one point, like he splashed a trough that had some stagnant water for a while, and some of it got in his eye. He didn't really think about it. And then his eyes started bothering him, and it got really bad this week, so bad that he went to an eye doctor, and the eye doctor's like, oh, my gosh, had you not come back, had you let this go on for another week, I don't know what we would have done. They ended up pulling out some kind of infection out of his right eye, and then his left eye had a little bit in it too.
Was it a cattle trough?
Yeah, and they figured out it was that cattle trough splashing into his eye.
I had a buddy once, and we were baling hay, and there was a hose going into a cattle trough, and they filled it up for the cattle to come and drink. He picked up the hose, turned the water on. He goes, "That's well water. It'll be just fine." Well, it had been sitting in where the cattle drank. And he drank from that hose, and like 2 days later, he had the worst tooth infection. He basically had to almost get a tooth pulled.
Ooh.
I mean, cows are nasty.
Yes, they are. Those burgers are great.
The burgers are great. The steaks are good on your plate, but don't follow up a cow anything they drink from.
Absolutely. But he's doing great now. Good week for the kids. Another band competition this week after we're done here. I'm off to DeSoto to watch the Black Knight Marching Band. Last week they hosted their own, so they just kind of were part of they did like an exhibition. So this is the first time they get to compete. They'll be going up against Francis Howell North and Northwest. So two big schools they'll be competing with in DeSoto.
I always tell people, if you think the football teams are popular, there's probably twice as many kids on the band as there are on any football team.
Yeah. And well, this year it's probably about the same. I mean, there's a big influx in football players at Farmington this year because new coach. You get that new coach bump, always a real thing. But very very large group on the marching band team side of things as well. Let's see what else happened this week. Just keeping on. We got some big birthdays coming up. Jonas will be 15 later on this week. My mom will turn 70 next Saturday.
Well, you're no longer her favorite Sunday because you just said that publicly.
Well, she doesn't care. She's okay with it.
You're better hoping she doesn't care. I still think you look 27. So.
There you go, Mom. How about that? Yeah, she's running Jonas to drop him off at the band competition so he doesn't miss the bus this morning. But she's got that going on. But, yeah, big birthdays coming up. My sister-in-law, Kara's going to be 50, I think, on Friday. So she's going to beat me there by 30 days, or like 28 days. So she's going to be an old lady for a while, so we're going to rub that in. But, yeah, lots of big birthdays coming up. Fall is here. The weather has been so nice. Last night was the first night that I didn't feel like I had to take 3 showers after getting back from the football game. It was fantastic. So I'm ready for fall. And I'm also ready for some trivia if you have some trivia questions
I
to ask.
do have a trivia. All right. This artist had an album 43 minutes, 50 seconds long, made up of just one song. And it's an artist you've heard of, and it's an album you've heard of.
Is it Jethro Tull, Thick as a Brick?
Dang! Jason's got his game going today.
Yes.
Maybe we get Andy Sherrill over here, too, and see if
he's good at music trivia. Let's bring Andy Sherrill in.
All right. He's the principal at St. Paul Lutheran High School.
El Presidente.
El Presidente. All he needs is a big Cuban cigar when he gets in here.
Maybe they'll have a cigar. What are the humidor? Is that what they call those?
A humidor in the auction.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Sherirll. Now, Jason's fairly good at some of this trivia. We'll see if you are too. Some's music, some sports.
Okay.
All right. Let's go animal trivia.
Animal trivia. Okay.
The oldest age ever recorded for a dog was from Portugal, a little puppy named Bobby.
Okay.
How old was the dog? And we'll just go years. I won't put you down for days.
Okay.
You use the word puppy, though. Like,
Right.
Tricked. The oldest age for a dog, so it's probably something unbelievable. I don't even know. This is recorded, right? Like,
this is live. No, we are live.
People are playing at home along with
That's
you.
what I just mean. Somebody could replay this.
They could, yes.
Terrible. Be like, that guy's the science teacher at St. Paul.
I didn't know that.
I'm going to go 37.
37?
I was going to go 42. I'm going to go just a little bit higher.
Winners right here.
Hey.
31 years, 165 days.
Right.
31-year-old dog. Oh, my gosh.
What is that in?
In
Dog
people years, that's about 200 years old. All right. So in all fairness to our cat friends out there, the oldest age ever recorded for a cat.
Golly. And correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Science Teacher, but cats usually live longer than dogs, right?
Yeah, so I don't really want to give cats that kind of credit. I'm not a cat guy. Oh my goodness. I guess I will go slightly older than that. So I'll say 33.
I'll go 40.
Split the difference. 38 years, 3 days, Austin, Texas. A cat named Cream Puff, just in case you were curious. All right, another music question for you. This band, most popular throughout the 90s, I might add, was named after a 1980 Monty Python sketch called Rock Notes.
90s band named after a Monty Python sketch.
And I will tell you that I have about 8 or 9 of their CDs at my house.
Okay.
Okay. So
8 or 9 of their CDs.
is this like was it a genre of the radio station you were working
at? No, it was not.
Okay.
Trust me, I don't have many albums from the genre that I worked in.
Right.
And if he did, they were the free ones they gave away.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about they have to have a long music library? Pearl Jam?
I'm going to say Toad the Wet Sprocket.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah.
That is exactly right.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that you got that,
Yeah.
but that is awesome.
Pearl Jam, if I remember right, was named after Eddie Vedder's Aunt Pearl, I think.
Yeah. Okay, that's right.
And then, and they weren't they going to be Mookie Blaylock because that was like their favorite basketball
Right, I
player?
think
That's why the
baseball
album was
player.
10.
Right.
No, Mookie played basketball.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Mookie.
I'm thinking of Mookie.
Mookie Wilson?
Mookie Wilson.
Yeah,
from the
Mookie
Mets.
Wilson.
From the Mets, the Pond Scum.
Pond
people.
Scum.
There you
Nasty.
go.
All right. Well, yeah, you can tell we're of a certain age if we remember
Right.
Pond Scum.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
All right. This one's kind of a gimme.
Oh, great.
So I think both of you should get this. This St. Louis Cardinal great actually played 2 years for the Harlem Globetrotters.
Oh, I know this.
I hate that I don't know this instantly.
Yeah?
Had to be an amazing athlete.
Yes, he was.
So I'll go Gibby.
Yep.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good. I threw that
Yep.
one out to you guys there. Bob Gibson played for the Globetrotters.
Do you know where he went to college?
He went to college. He was from Nebraska.
Yes.
And I think he was a Nebraska boy.
Yes.
And 1957 and 1958.
Yeah, no, he didn't go to
Did
Nebraska.
he go to
He went
Creighton?
to Creighton, yes.
Creighton, yes,
He was
Creighton
Blue Jay.
University.
Yep.
Omaha.
Omaha. You ever been to Omaha? Ever been up there?
I've never been there, but I've heard it's quite the place.
That's what I've
You'd
heard,
be
too.
Really surprised. Evidently, the craft beer scene there is serious.
I think it's like
Spoken
that.
like a
though.
true Lutheran
Yeah.
high school principal there.
Well, you know, got to
You-
know
you've-
where to go visit schools.
You've been
right?
places. You've like been to a lot of tournament weekends
Sure,
and stuff
yeah.
like that.
And it was pointed out last night while we were setting up that Martin Luther also made beer, not just.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, and look, it's Andrea McClanahan, future guest of the podcast, going to be joining us.
Wow.
She's even wearing she looks all nice, all made up and everything.
Wearing the John Thomas T-shirt.
That was not a very Lutheran-like sign gesture you just gave me.
Well, it could have been worse. It could have been worse.
So should we take a break and then delve right into the picnic
Yeah,
and
we
what's going
should
on
probably
today?
do that, and we'll make Andy feel a little awkward as we talk about the fine folks at Heimburger Construction. HeimburgerConstruction.com. They have those Butler built buildings, and again, I always set you up with the community, and I'm looking right here at this sponsor list for this event, and there's Heimburger Construction right there on
Yeah,
top.
of course,
Andy,
right.
talk about Heimburger Construction. This is going to be such an awesome live ad. Wow.
Let me tell you, they just are the kindest, most caring people, successful, quality in what they do. I've never heard anybody say anything about something poor with the work that they do, and we like that. We don't even have to ask very hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they just care, and they're everywhere. So we thank you for what you do for us, for our school, for remembering John. This day couldn't start without their support.
Yeah, and they do that, Mark, not just with this event, but so many others.
Oh, they are. Their stamp is throughout the community, not just in the buildings that they help
Right.
construct, but in how they help out and contribute to so many great causes like Casa of the Parkland and this picnic and others.
So Heimburger Construction, HeimburgerConstruction.com. Again, they have those Butler-built buildings. They have that 4-punch seam roof where the building inside does not get wet. And Butler Built Buildings, a Missouri company, they've been doing it for almost as long as Heimburger Construction has been around as well. So you're dealing with local, you're dealing with the state, you're dealing with quality, and you're dealing with people that are in the community supporting you as well. HeimburgerConstruction.com, the website. Check them out today. And Parkland Pharmacy, we love Parkland Pharmacy. That's where Mark and I get our prescriptions. Cold and flu season's coming up. Probably going to be hitting the drive-through a little more.
Yeah, sure. You know, Andy could probably brag a little bit about Parkland Pharmacy because the owner of the Farmington store is Julie Berghaus.
That's right.
And all of her kids kind of
Yeah,
went through
yeah.
St. Paul
All
Elementary
St.
School.
Paul Elementary School grads, and then their oldest, Alex, taught with us for quite a while at
Oh,
the
wow.
high school and did an ag program, then did this crazy thing. She got married and moved to Hawaii, but
Why would you want to do that?
Why would you
Silly
want to
thing
move to
do,
Hawaii?
right. But yeah, and the Sherirls get their prescriptions there too.
Excellent. Very good. Man, we couldn't have figured this out any better. Parkland Pharmacy, small town pharmacy at its finest. They have the Deloge location, Farmington, Fredericktown. They're also in Arcadia Valley, and Piedmont, and oh man, this is why I need to have this stuff in front of me.
Fredericktown, Deloge,
Yeah, we got
Valley.
We got all the
Piedmont,
metropolises.
Yeah, Farmington.
Piedmont and Greenville. That's the other one. I couldn't remember Greenville, but Parkland Pharmacy. You see their delivery vehicles out everywhere, and you know they are all about the customer service. You know, there's not much you can do as far as price goes when it comes to your pharmaceutical needs. So everybody's kind of in the same boat. But what sets Parkland Pharmacy up above all the rest is the great customer service they provide. Be like us. Check out Parkland Pharmacy today. We'll be right back. We'll get into the nuts and bolts of what's happening today. It's the Parkland Podcast from St. Paul Elementary in Farmington, right here on Facebook and YouTube.
Farmington, Missouri, your destination for a perfect weekend getaway. Dine in at one of our quality restaurants or visit one of our surrounding wineries. Farmington offers a variety of parks and other recreational leisure time activities. See some sights, have some fun, and go wherever your heart takes you. Sounds like a lot of fun, so get a room and stay a while. All this and more awaits you just 60 miles south of St. Louis. Discover Farmington today.
When comfort matters, count on Capayas Heating and Cooling. Proudly serving St. Francis and surrounding counties, they are your local Bryant Factory authorized dealer, delivering top quality heating and cooling solutions for your home or business. Founded in 2004 by Chuck Capayas, a family-owned and operated company that you can trust. Visit capayasheatingandcooling.com today. Capayas Heating and Cooling in Farmington, 756-1224.
Back on the Parkland Podcast here this morning, 8:26. It is beautiful outside. I haven't pulled up the forecast yet, Mark.
Sunshine with a high today in the 80s.
Very nice. So it's going to get a little warm today, but still not bad, man. This is, and I'm clicking on the weather map, and there are no watches or warnings anywhere. Maybe a little bit of fog this morning. 84 your high.
The whole week looks great.
Yeah, it does. The only thing that's slightly concerning is we got a little bit of a drought, which we'll talk about in news coming up here in a little bit. But otherwise, yeah, the forecast looks great. 87 for a high tomorrow and for Monday, and then lower to mid-80s for the highs all of this coming week. So big fundraiser happening today here at St. Paul Elementary School in Farmington. This is for the high school. The high school principal, Andy Sherrill, has been hanging out with us, answering trivia questions, providing excellent content for our live ads, and really making Heimburger Construction and Parkland Pharmacy sound really good, which, you know, no offense, it's kind of an easy thing.
That is true.
But, man, you've got a great fundraiser going on today. Tell us what's happening.
Absolutely, yeah. So this is the John Thomas Memorial Picnic. It's for a scholarship that was established in John's name. John is a wonderful member of the St. Paul community, a wonderful member of Farmington community. We miss him so much. And his family decided that we wanted to kind of keep John was a big supporter of our school and helped kids come to our school that needed financial assistance. And he was somebody I could call and say, hey, we got the church member that needs a little, and he would always take care of them. So we want to keep that going. So his family has established a scholarship in John's name, and this picnic raises money to put into that scholarship account. And then in every student that is a member at St. Paul Church, which is where John was a lifelong member at, those students receive money in their account from John's family. So this will be divided up amongst about 30 kids, many of which could not come without knowing that this assistance was coming. So it really helps those families that are able to come to school and that couldn't afford it otherwise. So.
And it's going to be a lot of fun today.
Yeah, it's kind of got the elements of everything that I think you would expect if you were around John. So you got your outdoors. First key thing, you're going to have good food, some nice barbecue. It's like overwhelming me right now. I can't hardly think about it because of the smell from these pits behind us.
I'm telling you, the chicken smells good.
Oh my gosh, it's so great. And then we're going to have a cornhole tournament. We're going to have live music. We're going to have beverages of different varieties, some good Lutheran beverages there. And then just fellowship, just the ability to get together, be outside, talk, communicate to each other. I just think that is what is special. John's wife, Sherirll, will be here. His 2 sons will be here who are graduates of St. Paul that I coached. Just great men. And, there's the entire Thomas family has been such a blessing to my life. And it's really neat to see them all kind of get involved. And it's just going to be a great day.
So let's talk about this cornhole tournament.
Yeah.
So is it one of those deals where you bring your partner, or you pick a partner? How's this work out?
Yeah, so you bring a partner. Now this is not a professional league with professional payouts. This is
a fundraiser.
This is a fundraiser.
You're here to have fun.
We're going to have some fun, and I'm going to lose really badly, but it's $50 for a team. You need to be signed up by 12:30. We'll start throwing bags around 1. Today, and it's just kind of a little bit of round robin style, and then kind of a double elimination tournament, just to be able to add a little extra to what these kids can receive.
And at the end of the day, once you've had your share of chicken, don't forget about the silent auction.
Oh yeah,
I think Sherry's going to talk a little bit about that when she comes in. You're invited to hang around because there's 2 church services.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a very Lutheran style, to eat, maybe have a beverage or 2 and then go to church, right? So that I know that's not everybody's style, and that's all right, but that's kind of how we roll. So this is going to be a good day for that. There is a significant amount of silent auction stuff, and if you can't make it, if you're going to Mizzou homecoming or something like that, there's some auction items that are online. They're really cool experiences, like a trip to Virginia, a night in the Blues Alumni Suite, which has always been a really big deal. We got some Savannah Banana stuff.
That'll sell well.
Caramel memorabilia. We got autographed Jim Edmonds stuff. So really just kind of a nice variety of things. And then, of course, some half hog. Those are the big things online. Everybody goes nuts about getting a half hog ready in October, so you can get it ready for everything coming up for the holidays.
So Andy, it's been about a month. The move to Mineral Area College. How has that worked out?
It's been excellent. Everything that we thought was going to happen hasn't compared to how awesome it has been. So to have space, first of all, is been a real blessing. And then teachers don't have to share rooms. Everybody's got their own space. And it just gives us the ability to really focus in on our craft. And I've seen some really nice elevations in what we're able to do in art because we have the space, what we're able to do in science, what our chapel has its own room. Band now has its own room, so they're not – we've had to set up and tear down a classroom every time to have band every day, and now we don't have to do that anymore. So it's just the advancement forward from our academics has been great, and something we're really excited about.
And the future looks great, too, because I know the ultimate goal is still to have your own building.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. So this building at Mineral Area College just kind of is going to help us move forward, and that's really what it's all about. So we'll actually be selling the building that we were in on Showplace Drive, and hopefully that will kind of propel us forward. We have some acreage that we want to build a new school on just outside of Farmington on the opposite side of 67 from where we were. And this building at Mac will kind of allow us to phase that out. So looking at first phase being some ball fields, the second phase and getting the ground ready, second phase being a gymnasium, and then build an academic building after that.
Wow.
See, I know, Jason, you go over to St. Joe, and you're probably a lot like us, but getting practice time schedule with all the different teams can be kind of a nightmare.
Yeah, and you got it way worse than we got it over there. I mean, we're juggling A team, B team, basketball, volleyball.
Yeah.
You've got that plus all your high school games are played right here too.
Yeah, so we have a little bit of a gym that we kind of renovated, a practice facility in the back of our building on Showplace Drive. We just don't really know what will happen with that with the sale. Like, we're happy to keep renting that from a future buyer. So that's just something we're trying to work out. I'm old enough to know when I went to St. Paul, we used to practice and play our games at St. Joe because St. Paul didn't have a gym. And there was a three-story building right where we're sitting in this parking lot, old brick building that I went to school in. And then they built the gym, the first part, in 92, and that's when I was an 8th grader. And I finally got to play a game in our own gym. And I broke my arm in the first game, falling on the tile floor. Yeah, absolutely. That is a story. And my mom told me I was fine and sent me back out there. Thanks, Mom.
So you played a half a game with the broken arm?
I sure did.
Wow.
How long have you been a St. Paul instructor, principal?
Oh, sure. This is year 26 total for me in education. So I started my year 8, so whatever that is. This is 18th year total.
Yeah.
I bring that up not only to show Andy's commitment to this church and this school, but he's just a rookie. He's just getting started.
Yeah.
His mom
no doubt.
the gold standard of how you hang around, right?
Yeah, that's right. My mom is on year 54 here, and this is her first job that she ever had.
Oh, my gosh.
Out of college. So for those that understand Lutheran world, she was called here, so it was like a pastor or similar idea, accepting a job at a place. So she came from Emma, Missouri to Concordia Teachers College, which is Concordia University, Nebraska, now to Farmington, Missouri. Married a Farmington guy and my dad, and been here ever since. So I think that we are, right at 80 years combined in education between me and Mom. So
wow.
It's the 80, and it's not the 80 and out rule.
Yeah, right. Yeah, somebody asked me the other day about retirement. I was like, I haven't really come close to what Mom did, so I don't think she'll let me.
Right.
Well, when we do episode number 1200 of the podcast in 2034, maybe we'll have a
Andy
more
Sherrill
definitive
retirement
answer.
special.
Yeah. Roll in a wheelchair, right? Yeah.
Hey, I know you want to give a shout out not only to the committee that helped put all this together, but also to your faculty and your staff, because everybody does more than one thing at St. Paul High School.
It's not an easy thing to be in a little school, and because you really have to understand that you're signing up for more than just teaching 1 hour a day.
Sure.
So we've had so much help. Andrea McClanahan does a whole lot for what we're trying to do and get done from a promotional standpoint and building websites and those kind of things. And we've had teachers been making cookies the last couple of days to bring in for desserts, and they'll be here working. And it's just a special place to get together and to work.
Well, we'll probably have you back on a little bit later on. I know you've got stuff you need to do, and I know you probably want to go make sure if there's any
I just need to
samplers for the chicken.
Quality control is a thing, right?
Yeah.
But Andy, thank you so much. Thanks for letting us be here today.
Yeah, this is awesome. Thank you guys so much.
All right.
No problem. Andy Sherrill, he is the principal of St. Paul Lutheran High School, and of course, friend of the podcast. And how many times you been on now? You're getting up. You're almost in English
3.
status.
Yeah, this is probably the 4th time. I think
so. Yeah,
back-to-back weeks.
Right.
Hey,
that very rarely happens. So he's going to be the answer to one of those Parkland podcast trivia questions.
There you go.
Yeah.
We like that. We like that.
Very good. Well, always appreciate it.
Oh, by the way, shout out to your daughter who is off to college playing basketball. Where?
At Westminster in Fulton. Yeah. She's getting ready to start, but they've been practicing since she got there. But official practice starting soon. So.
Great. Well, how are you going to be able to get in those games with your schedule?
Yeah, that's we've already been mapping out the road trips. So that's
this might be where Mom and Dad split duties.
Yeah. This is what's crazy is the 26 games we have, then she has like 33 on her schedule or something like that. There's only 2 that are on the same night.
Really?
So I think God already said
He's got a plan.
Right, that's right.
Absolutely. Well, and I'm, it's a lot easier too to follow these things now with all the streaming services, and
right.
there's something out there to kind of help you out. So.
She gets to play in L.A., so I mean.
Oh wow!
I'm not going to that one, but
yeah, she gonna play
cool
at the where the Lakers play.
I doubt it. I'm guessing
Forum?
like D3 showcases probably not.
Hanging out with LeBron.
Yeah. Gonna make a movie with Shaq.
Right. That's pretty cool. A kid from Farmington, Missouri, going to get to fly out to L.A. play basketball.
That is very cool.
That's
pretty
awesome.
neat situation.
All right, cool. Well, thanks again, Andy. Appreciate you. As always,
Thank you, guys.
Andy Sherrill, the principal of St. Paul Lutheran High School. Want to take a break? I think we got somebody here to talk some more barbecue
next week
too,
as well.
Perfect.
That's coming up. Yeah,
fantastic. Paul Meinsen.
I gained 5 pounds just by talking on the podcast today.
It is 8:40 on this Saturday morning. Got a current temperature outside right now of 57 degrees. You're watching the Parkland podcast on Facebook and YouTube Live.
Why do so many people like working at the Southeast Missouri Mental Health Center?
The pay is awesome. What we do for our clients is awesome. The coworkers that we have, the staff, everybody, it's just, they're all welcoming.
I feel very supported. It's a great network of people that we have working here. We really work together, I think, to try to improve the lives of those that we serve.
The insurance is phenomenal. The cost is minimal. They're good to us, and the benefits are so great, you can't beat it.
Apply today.
Do you often ask others to repeat themselves? Is the TV volume creeping up higher? Hi, I'm Dr. Karen Melton, and it could be time to have your hearing checked. Hearing loss happens gradually, making it hard to notice. At Hearing Care Partners, we offer thorough hearing evaluations that uncover even subtle changes in your hearing over time. Early detection can improve your hearing and your life. Start prioritizing your hearing today. Schedule your appointment now at hearingcarepartners.com. At Hearing Care Partners, we listen so you can hear.
Matt Stroud Excavating and Hauling has the equipment and know-how to get that job done right. They dig basements, ponds, lakes, roads, and clearings and haul in the rock. Check out Matt Stroud Excavating and Hauling's commercial work at Domino's in Farmington and Fredericktown and Leadbelt Motorsports. Call Matt Stroud Excavating and Hauling today at 701-3258. That's 701-3258.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
Back on Facebook and YouTube Live on this wonderful Saturday morning, 8:43. Got a current temperature outside of 57 degrees. It is fantastic here. We are enjoying the smells of barbecue at St. Paul Elementary. Big fundraiser today happening with the school picnic in honor of the Thomas family. And we got, if you love barbecue, which, I mean, last week we had world-famous barbecue in Farmington. This week we have fantastic barbecue here at St. Paul Lutheran. Next Saturday, there will be fantastic barbecue on the parking lot of Family Video, thanks to the Farmington Lions Club. And Paul Meinsen is here. Paul, good to see you again. How's life treating you?
Oh, it's been going quite well. The weather's been beautiful. We had our Lions Club golf tournament last week, and well, actually, just a few days ago. And so beautiful weather for that. So anytime you can get out of the office and play golf like we did, hey, life's good.
This is not just any barbecue. You guys have a reputation as barbecuers of just excellent pork steaks and meals. Tell us how this all got started.
Well, how it got started, it started well before I got here.
Yeah.
Moving to Farmington about 9 years ago. But it's been going on quite a long time. We have two, as you know, Mark, throughout the year, one in the spring, one in the fall. Our particular barbecue next week on October 4, next Saturday, all the proceeds go to the Help the Hungry bake sale.
Nice.
Oh, wow. So we have this one in the spring. The proceeds go to help our various Lions Club activities and the support and help that we give the community with eyeglasses, hearing tests, and all those kinds of things. But our fall barbecue is directed towards the Help the Hungry bake sale.
Now, despite the loss this year of the lovely and talented Lisa Sumter, the barbecue will go on, right?
Well, we're going to try and attempt it without
and
Lisa
she's alive.
Sumter.
She's just on vacation.
Yes.
Yeah, she's about ready to get on a plane as we speak.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, we will miss her next week, but we've got great help. We got good cooks, and pork steaks are big. The burgers are juicy, and it'll be good.
You mentioned some of the causes the Lions Club is involved in nationally. What are some things that you do locally to try to help out the community?
Well, we're always there for if someone needs help with an eye exam, with eyeglasses. We help. We've helped. I remember a few years ago we helped a lady that was needing some like cataract surgery. And so we were able to help with, we partner with a group out of Memphis, Tennessee that takes care of that kind of stuff for the Lions Clubs. And so those are things we've done. When the tornadoes hit down in Fredericktown, and then a couple years ago, it wasn't Marble Hill, but that community just outside Marble Hill that got hit. We were able to send, the funds that we raise with our barbecues and our golf tournaments to be able to, we can't go down and help, but we can send funds down to help the people who do help. And so those are things that we do locally, as well as just different community organizations. Ring the bell, for Salvation Army, which I guess all that's going to be coming up soon. But
before you know it.
Those are all various things that we do.
And you love to. It's a labor of love for you all, isn't it?
We enjoy it.
Yeah.
So we get to serve, but we get to enjoy doing it.
When does the Lions Club get together locally? Do you have like regularly scheduled meetings?
We do. Every first and third Thursday nights of the month.
Okay.
We take the back room with Pasta House, and we're always looking for new members, other people. If you're someone who likes to be involved in the community and help support various causes within the community, Lions Club's a great place to do that.
By the way,
what's that? Oh, and again, just every first and third Thursdays of the month at Pasta House.
We almost buried the lead here. We forgot to ask you what's on the menu for Saturday.
Oh, what's on the menu for next week?
Yeah.
Well, we mentioned the pork steaks, which are humongous.
Oh my!
We got burgers. We'll have some brats, we did brats last year. Brats and dogs. If the little ones don't want a big old pork steak.
Right.
And the pork steaks are big enough you can eat half of it one day and then warm it up the next day, and you got plenty of that. We'll have beans. We'll have coleslaw, and so our regular. We're kind of like In-N-Out Burger. You just stick with the main portion of the menu and go with it. You just perfect it and go. Is it since they're not around here? I guess I can promote them a little bit.
Yeah,
sure.
It's only a matter of time, though.
Everything else is coming to Farmington.
That's another issue, a day of discussion, I guess. So,
I wanted to ask you an Edward Jones question.
He's got to be careful about these
things. No, I know. But you mentioned you've been in this community now for 9 years.
Correct.
So, does Edward Jones is it like like a church where they'll say, okay, you've been good in this community, we're going to move you to here? How does that work, or is that just kind of up to you guys?
No, that's up to us.
Okay.
Yeah. So if someone builds a big practice where they in their community, they're not going to move you to St. Louis. It's not like the minor leagues, you know.
So you're not called to serve. You've got a call from another town to come.
Yeah. And but once you start building your book of business and start serving your clients, why leave?
Right.
You know, and because you really would be starting from scratch all over again. And I don't know of any of my Edward Jones guys that are wanting to do that.
Probably not.
Yeah. But that's why I took over Kevin Engler's office 9 years, or in 2017 is when I took over his office, and and he was here for 30 years.
Right.
And my particular location downtown has been in Edward Jones' office for over 40 years.
Oh wow.
So we're one of the early ones in the Edward Jones family. We're one of the early branches.
Yeah, you're my third Edward Jones agent from that office, so that's how far back I go with y'all. And that's why Paul doesn't want to move to a different turf, because he'd have to give up my $47.27.
Right? Yeah, absolutely.
I've got invested.
Well, I wouldn't have to give it up, but
you got to keep that gold mine going.
There we go.
Yeah,
There we
okay.
I talk to a lot of high schoolers, obviously, as a teacher, and some kids I can kind of look like, boy, you might be a great broker, great investment advisor in the future. What kind of education do you need for something like that? Because is there like a major in college that fits that? How did you come into this?
Well, my major in college, I have a master's degree in master's divinity degree.
Really?
From a seminary in Los Angeles.
Wow.
And so obviously that does not lead to financial advising work. The reality is, what's nice is, especially at Edward Jones, Edward Jones is looking for people who know how to interact and work with people. You can be trained on stocks, bonds, mutual funds, putting together a portfolio, doing wealth management, and all the things that we work on and practice with our clients. But it's awful hard, as you guys probably know, especially as a teacher, that element of being able to talk with folks.
Right.
There's an aspect of sales, so it is kind of a sales job, but there's so much interaction. And when I was working as a pastor, and now that I'm doing this, I look back, there's a lot of similarities. Maybe just a little bit different realm of helping people.
Sure.
But when a client passes away, you're working with their widow to make sure everything gets set up, or if it's the last one, making sure the proper beneficiaries, or they got the proper paperwork and all those things. So there's a lot of aspects of pastoring that is very similar. But Edward Jones is looking, I'm sure First State Financial Management, others that are looking, they're looking for those people that know how to work with people, because then they can train them. And Edward Jones has great training on every other aspect of the job.
And with that background in pastoring, that probably helps you out when it comes to being a Kansas City Royals fan.
Oh man! I wasn't go there.
I was this close to wearing my Royals hat. But I will say this: I think the Royals have a better record than the Cards this year.
Yeah. That's
it's not
true.
not a whole lot to say there, but
We've all become better Missouri Tiger football fans this year because of the Cardinals and
at
Royals.
least somebody's winning.
Yeah, absolutely. So if somebody's interested in a career with Edward Jones, obviously the website, best place to start, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
edwardjones.com. You can go on there and click on careers, and because it's not just me, and what we do as financial advisors, obviously, and Mark knows Sherirll, Sherirll LaChance. I better mention her name. She's been in that office for 37 years.
Yeah.
And so Sherirll, there's always people that in local communities that are branch office administrators, BOAs we call them. But there's also work in our home office that people can work from home doing. So someone may not want to work in St. Louis, where our headquarters are located. There's various jobs within our headquarters that someone could do at home. Just get on edwardjones.com, look up careers, and and start the application process. Or someone can call your local Edward Jones office, say, hey, I'd like to get in, look, maybe do a career change or look at what's out there.
And you mentioned Sherirll, and that's what's great about having somebody like Sherirll in your office, because Paul isn't just married to his desk 8 hours a day. You're out meeting with clients, you're here, you're there. Sometimes you go as far away as Piedmont and places like that. It's nice to have somebody like Sherirll in that office that can keep the ship going while you're away.
Well, eventually Cheryl's going to retire.
Yes.
And we've got a plan, but it's the institutional knowledge.
Yes.
As well as just because of her job and the training that she goes through, there is a lot of work and just little and details. You guys have been seen jobs where there's so the minutia of details can drown a person, and you didn't realize, oh, we got to do this first before we do that. She's got those things down.
Yes.
And so, our new person, Sherirll will help train them, but it's going to, there's so much to learn though. So.
By the way, Sherirll wanted to point out that she's been there 37 years. She started when she was 4.
Well, somebody had to put up with Kevin Engler all that time.
Oh, my gosh.
Can I say that on the air?
Well, absolutely. Sure you can.
That would age a person all by itself.
Farmington Lions Club barbecue happening a week from today. Starts at 10 o'clock in the morning. Goes until 1 o'clock.
Or until you
run out, right?
Yep. So you can get tickets from a Lions Club member or just show up. And so you can just pop in at the barbecue. You drive by there at Karsh in Washington, smell the smoke.
You'll smell it before you see it.
And then you just, okay, we got to get some.
Yeah.
Pull in, we'll take cash, and we'll give you some barbecue of your choice.
And just $10 each for those plates. I mean, that's
correct. Yeah.
that's a good deal too.
Yeah.
I mean, keeping things affordable, and a great way to help out, help the Hungry Bake Sale. This is where this money's going for this one.
Yeah.
So if you're a big fan of that bake sale, which helps out the local food pantries here in the Farmington area, that's a great way to support it. And again, second and fourth Thursdays of the month. Is that when you're first and third? I had it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so first and third.
Yeah.
That's when the Lions Club gets together at the Post House. What time usually?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. So, and chances are you probably know a few of the people in that room, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Very good. Paul, great to see you again. Thanks for coming by.
Well,
that's awesome.
And enjoy the festivities here at St. Paul.
Yes, it's going to be a great day.
We will.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome. Very good. Thanks for stopping by. And
we'll go over and
see
get
you
some
next
barbecue
week.
tips. Or you guys got it down pat, don't you?
Yeah, we got it. Joe Woodard's going to be our main cook this year.
He's the man.
Yeah.
He's the man.
He knows what he's doing. There we go.
Excellent.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Paul Meinsen, your local Edward Jones representative, joining us here with the Farmington Lions Club. And again, they have the big barbecue coming up next Saturday. It is 8:57 on this beautiful Saturday morning, 59 degrees. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll check your local news next on the Parkland Podcast.
Farmington, Missouri, your destination for a perfect weekend getaway. Dine in at one of our quality restaurants or visit one of our surrounding wineries. Farmington offers a variety of parks and other recreational leisure time activities. See some sights, have some fun, and go wherever your heart takes you. Sounds like a lot of fun, so get a room and stay a while. All this and more awaits you just 60 miles south of St. Louis. Discover Farmington today.
Since 1941, Boozenbark Flooring has been Southeast Missouri's trusted name in flooring. This family-owned business features top-quality carpet, tile, and hardwood, along with countertops, kitchens, and bathrooms, all with expert installation. Need to haul it? Busenbark Trailer Sales has you covered. Come see the large selection of dump trailers, equipment haulers, goosenecks, livestock trailers, and more. Visit busenbarkflooring.com and busenbarktrailersales.com, or stop by and see everything at the Fairgrounds exit on Highway 67.
Do you often ask others to repeat themselves? Is the TV volume creeping up higher? Hi, I'm Dr. Karen Melton, and it could be time to have your hearing checked. Hearing loss happens gradually, making it hard to notice. At Hearing Care Partners, we offer thorough hearing evaluations that uncover even subtle changes in your hearing over time. Early detection can improve your hearing and your life. Start prioritizing your hearing today. Schedule your appointment now at hearingcarepartners.com. At Hearing Care Partners, we listen.
It's the memories made during a weekend with the girls, a family adventure, or a Sunday stroll in historic downtown. At First State Community Bank, we have a strong passion for small business owners and the students and families who live, work, and play here. Our passion for them runs deep because this is our community too. First State Community Bank. Success starts here.
Farmington, Missouri, your destination for a perfect weekend getaway. Dine in at one of our quality restaurants or visit one of our surrounding wineries. Farmington offers a variety of parks and other recreational leisure time activities. See some sights, have some fun, and go wherever your heart takes you. Sounds like a lot of fun, so get a room and stay a while. All this and more awaits you just 60 miles south of St. Louis. Discover Farmington today.
It's the memories made during a weekend with the girls.
Let's check your news now here on the Parkland podcast.
Well, this past Friday, at approximately 3:09 in the morning, a St. Francis County Sheriff's deputy responded to a report of a suspicious vehicle at the Quick Stop gas station. When they arrived, the vehicle fled, but stopped briefly when the deputy initiated emergency lights. As the deputy collected the driver's identification, the suspect fled again, prompting a pursuit through residential areas. The chase concluded in a driveway where the suspect resisted arrest before being taken into custody. After a brief struggle, a search of the vehicle uncovered suspected methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia. The driver, identified as Austin Gale of Bon Terre, was booked at the St. Francis County Detention Center for possession of a controlled substance and resisting arrest.
A local business that has been open since 1913 is closing its doors next week. The Trimfoot Company in Farmington's last day of operation will be September the 30th. During the 1950s, Trimfoot struck a deal with Walt Disney, creating Davy Crockett moccasins and slippers with pictures of Disney characters. At the time, the company had 3 locations with over 1,000 employees. Currently, Trimfoot is working with about 25 employees.
The city of Farmington has awarded a contract to Van de Vanter Engineering to replace equipment at the East Wastewater Treatment Plant. The project includes the replacement of screens used during processing. Plans are also in place to begin design work on a $3.8 million project at the West Wastewater Treatment Plant. Aeration equipment will be replaced during the project, making the plant more efficient.
St. Francis County and most of the state of Missouri are in severe drought conditions, according to drought.gov. Almost the entire counties of St. Francis and St. Genevieve fall into that severe drought category. The rest of this side of the state is in the moderate category, while portions of the Boot Heel are listed in the extreme drought category.
And Dine Out for the United Way of St. Francis County will continue this Thursday at the Deloge location of El Tapatio. El Tapatio will donate a portion of what they make this coming Thursday in Deloge to the United Way.
Give us our weather forecast, Mark Tody.
Well, we hope you like sunshine, because if you don't, you're going to be severely disappointed with this weather forecast. Sunny and 84 today with light and variable winds. Tonight's low will be in the low 50s. Good walking weather, by the way. 87 tomorrow and Monday. In fact, as we look ahead, there's really no mention of rain in the forecast throughout the work week, with temperatures in the 80s.
And even next Friday for homecoming in Farmington, things look like they're going to be awesome. Right now it's 64 degrees. Quick break. We'll come back. Check events. They're brought to you by Discover Farmington, and they come your way next on the Parkland Podcast.
Farmington, Missouri, your destination for a perfect weekend getaway. Dine in at one of our quality restaurants or visit one of our surrounding wineries. Farmington offers a variety of parks and other recreational leisure time activities. See some sights, have some fun, and go wherever your heart takes you. Sounds like a lot of fun, so get a room and stay a while. All this and more awaits you just 60 miles south of St. Louis. Discover Farmington today.
Let's check your events now. They're presented by Discover Farmington. More than you ever imagined. DiscoverFarmingtonMo.com allows you to find out more about the events happening in our area. You can even schedule a day trip to a winery. Whatever you need, DiscoverFarmingtonMo.com has it, and they are our sponsor for events.
Don't forget about Mum's Cafe, a free meal coming up Wednesday at the Methodist Church in Farmington, starting around 5:30.
Well, of course, we have the John Thomas Memorial Scholarship Picnic happening this afternoon right here. We've been broadcasting this morning from St. Paul Elementary as we get you ready for a wonderful picnic. And then tomorrow, the annual St. Joseph Catholic Church of Bonne Terre's Fall Festival gets underway. 11 o'clock in the morning. They have fried chicken and kettle beef dinners, arts and crafts, bingo, and live music from fame and fortune.
Dine Out for the United Way of St. Francis County continues this week on Thursday at El Tapatio in Deloge. Get some of that Hilesco. El Tap in Deloge will donate a portion of what they make on Thursday to the United Way of St. Francis County.
Well, the cooler weather is making you think about hay rides. There will be weekly hay rides Thursday nights all throughout the month of October. They start at 6 o'clock on Thursday evenings in Engler Park. It's $13 per person, and kids 2 and under are free.
There's a big pumpkin decorating contest this fall going on in Farmington. Pumpkins are available at the library while supplies last. You need to turn your pumpkin in by October 25th to be entered to win. Call the library for more information.
President's Ball, all in from MAC, a casino night fundraiser for the Enhancement Grant campaign at MAC Tech, is happening this coming Saturday, a week from today at 5 o'clock at the MAC Tech Center.
The downtown block party is October 10th, starting at 7 o'clock in downtown Farmington, featuring the Casey Reeves duo. It's a free concert at Jefferson Street Plaza. By the way, congratulations, Casey. I think he either just got married or he's getting ready to be married.
Hey, great. And then has a block party lined up for his honeymoon.
There you go.
That sounds awesome. Hey, trick-or-treaters, get ready. There's a bunch coming up, and we got 3 to tell you about today. We're going to increase this list next episode. But Pettis Automotive, they have a great one, and it's going to happen on Friday, October 24th. It starts at 5:30, or starts at 6 o'clock, rather, and that's going to happen in their lot between Park Hills and Farmington. And I believe we're going to have Shauna Pettis on a future episode of the podcast to kind of talk about this big event.
There's also one with Chick-fil-A. They're having a trunk or treat on Tuesday the 28th at 5:30.
I really hope they're handing out their nuggets. That would be
man,
amazing.
I like their chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, the sandwiches are good, but I'm a huge fan of their
Eat
nuggets.
more chicken.
Yep. And then Deloge Library's Trunk or Treat. This is always a good one. It's the Wednesday before Halloween, October 29th. That starts at 5 o'clock in Deloge City Park.
There's also going to be one right here on the very parking lot that we are situated at right now at St. Paul Elementary School that the Outreach Committee at St. Paul's putting on. We'll have more details on that coming up next week as well.
Yeah, the events are going to be all about Halloween very, very soon as we're finally getting there. And events are presented by Discover Farmington, more than you ever imagined. Find out about local events, even book a wedding or day trip today at discoverfarmingtonmo.com. We had high school football last night for you here on Facebook and YouTube. We'll get a recap of the St. John Central game as well as all the other action that took place on the football field locally last night. Sports is next on the Parkland Podcast, 9:09 and 70 degrees.
Farmington, Missouri, your destination for a perfect weekend getaway. Dine in at one of our quality restaurants or visit one of our surrounding wineries. Farmington offers a variety of parks and other recreational leisure time activities. See some sights, have some fun, and go wherever your heart takes you. Sounds like a lot of fun, so get a room and stay a while. All this and more awaits you just 60 miles south of St. Louis. Discover Farmington today.
Time for sports now on the Parkland Podcast. Our broadcast game last night saw the St. Genevieve Dragons get up 35-0 and put it on cruise control. 35-7 victory over the Central Rebels. Bob Stolzer was pretty happy in the broadcast booth last night.
I bet he was. Okay, Coach. Farmington had a nice bounce-back win, 42-6 over Sykeston.
It was Rolla spoiling North County's homecoming, 42-14 the final score there.
Festus rolling 40-14 over Hillsboro.
Potosi, nice win over Fredericktown, 48-15. However, the Black Cats got on the scoreboard this week, so good for them.
Hey, Valley Catholic got another win, 23-13 over Caruthersville.
DeSoto taking care of Windsor pretty handily, 41-14 the final in that one.
Maybe the game of the week, Perryville beat Grandview 21-20.
Jackson continued their winning ways, a 69-7 win over Poplar Bluff.
St. Dominic beat Cape Central 20-7.
Herculaneum outscoring Cuba 50-20.
St. Vincent 42-14 over Hayti.
Jefferson big win over Bayless 50-20.
And Soldan no problems with Crystal City winning 29-6.
Next Friday we'll be in Potosi as the Trojans welcome the Rebels. Tune in for coverage with the Knuckleball primetime pregame show starting in the 6 o'clock hour and a 7 o'clock kickoff coming up next Friday as we bring you another high school football game here on Parkland Sports Live. Hearing Care Partners, they have the Farmington location. Dr. Karen Milton always likes to come on the show and tell us interesting things about our hearing.
About the ears.
About the ears and some of the interesting things she finds inside. But Hearing Care Partners, great business, and boy, they can improve your quality of life starting with your ears.
Yeah, love Karen Melton. We talked about the Heimburger construction earlier on and how they are so involved in everything. And that same could be said for Hearing Care Partners. In fact, Dana Corcoran, who works in the office of Hearing Care Partners, she was here last night helping to set up for the John Thomas picnic going on today, and it was so nice to see her again. But that's just an example of what they do at Hearing Care Partners. If there's a good thing going on in the community, they're going to want to be a part of it.
And always with the cutting edge of technology when it comes to hearing aids and hearing devices, they can get you all set up. Hearing Care Partners, official sponsor of the Parkland Podcast. Birthdays, anniversaries, up next. Stick around.
Do you often ask others to repeat themselves? Is the TV volume creeping up higher? Hi, I'm Dr. Karen Melton, and it could be time to have your hearing checked. Hearing loss happens gradually, making it hard to notice. At Hearing Care Partners, we offer thorough hearing evaluations that uncover even subtle changes in your hearing over time. Early detection can improve your hearing and your life. Start prioritizing your hearing today. Schedule your appointment now at hearingcarepartners.com. At Hearing Care Partners, we listen so you can hear.
When it was your birthday, you would turn on the radio at that 7:15 golden hour, and hopefully you would catch Mark Toady bringing you birthdays. We always had the happy birthday to
That was
you
Canyon.
from Canyon. Boy, a victim of circumstance.
Victim of circumstance, slightly.
And then, yeah, you'd roll right into the birthdays after that. I know that was always a big deal for the kids. I always made sure we were in the car before 7:15 so we could listen to you do birthdays. And James was one of the last people you wished a happy birthday to on the radio.
Well, it was a big deal for the kids, but it became a big deal for adults as well, because I used to, like, if I knew you pretty well and I knew I could get away with it without getting beat up, I would make fun of you during the broadcast of birthdays. And then people started calling me and say, hey, can you wish so-and-so a happy birthday? And can you make fun of him like you did that other guy? So it kind of took on a life of its own. It was pretty awesome. That's one of the things I really miss about it.
Yeah, but we've incorporated that into the Parkland podcast, and every week we wish all the people that we know a happy birthday. And if you want us to make fun of somebody and get them on the podcast for birthdays as well, just shoot us a message on Facebook, Instagram, on TikTok, or email, whatever is the best way to get in touch with us, and we'll get that birthday out. Who do you have celebrating a birthday today? I think a very special part of your family having a birthday today, right?
Two special parts of my family. Yeah, my brother Dave Toady, he was the actual grandpa at grandparents' day. I was just the stand-in uncle, but it's actually his birthday today, so I wished him a happy birthday yesterday in person. And today we'll wish him a happy birthday on the podcast. He was an all-state quarterback at Eureka High School.
Really? Wow.
His senior year, and went and played 4 years at Northwest Missouri State University. And when they came out with the list, he actually made the all-second half of the century team.
Wow.
At Northwest
Dang.
Missouri State University. And if my memory serves me right, he actually had a couple of pro tryouts that didn't work out well. And here comes Andrea McClanahan. She's going to be joining us here for just a few minutes. Wait a minute. What
She's
does
go
this?
smell the
what
food
does
first.
this mean? I don't.
She's
got to
go. She's got to check the food first.
Get over here for just 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Anyway, moving right along. Happy birthday, brother.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Taylor Buckaloo, my niece. She's celebrating her birthday as well. She lives in San Antonio, Texas. Got a couple little ones running around the house. Happy birthday to you from your mom and dad and your brother and your whole family, Taylor. I hope you're doing fantastic. Paul Pinkston, friend of the podcast.
Yeah.
Happy birthday wishes to you, buddy. Emily Barber. She works at the Farmington Civic Center. She does like all the aquatics things, and I've known her since she was like 3 years old. She was at a Relay for Life meeting. Her mom and dad were very much involved in Relay, and she had just gotten back from like a trip to Disneyland, and she gave me about a 20-minute description of Disneyland at the meeting. So happy birthday to you, Miss Emily. We've been buddies ever since. Ryan Barron, happy birthday to you, one of Farmington's finest. Laura Bays celebrating a birthday, married to Steve Bays. She's a Rickus girl. Happy birthday to you, Laura. And good friend of yours as well. Happy birthday to Brad Dush.
Oh, Brad.
Celebrating a birthday today as well.
I miss his pork steaks.
Well, he was also a big part of Relay for Life as well.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Brad. Hope where's he at? Where the Pony Express started, up there in
St. Joe?
St. Joseph, yeah. So I hope things are still going well there for you, Brad. I got a former student and a current student celebrating birthdays today. Nikki Martin. Nikki was in my very first class in the morning, and I feel so bad because she probably got some horrible instruction. But it worked out okay because now she's doing all kinds of marketing. She graduated from SEMO, and she's worked with a couple different sports teams, and, I mean, she's doing amazing. Happy birthday, Nikki. Hope it's a great day for you. And then junior Ben Talley. Ben's dusting off his horn, getting ready to go to the band competition today. Happy birthday, Ben. I hope you have an awesome day. What about tomorrow? Birthdays for Sunday, September 28th.
Happy birthday to Mr. Caricature himself.
Yes.
Bob Hemby celebrating a birthday. That's from your lovely and talented wife, who has been a frequent guest on our podcast. We need to get the folks from Parkland Pharmacy back on.
We do.
Right here for cold and flu
Yeah,
season, for
tis
sure.
the season.
But that's Debbie's. What she said, should we say better half, or is Debbie the better half?
I think Debbie's the better half,
Okay.
and Bob will vouch for that.
Okay, we'll go with that. Happy birthday to you, Bob. Happy birthday to Tara Baker, who has worked for quite a few years over at U.S. Tool. Tara, I see her at a lot of different events. I hope you're doing fantastic. And my buddy Jay Pinkley celebrating a birthday on Sunday. Happy birthday to you, Jay. He's trouble. That's all I got to say. He's trouble, but he's a good guy. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to Mineral Area College baseball coach, the big lefty, Blake Jones, celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday, sir, and keep on rocking, man. He's had a great run of success with the Cards baseball program here lately. Happy birthday, Blake. Hope it's an awesome day for you. How about Monday, September 29th?
Monday, happy birthday to Jennifer Sykes. She's a fan of the podcast.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you. We want to get your daughter, and you, of course,
Right.
on the podcast, but we can also get your husband on, too, because he's got good stories to tell as a military guy. Jennifer works at Mineral Area College. Their daughter, though, she is in Washington, D.C., and she's been doing internships with some of the bigwigs in Washington, D.C.
She's probably too big for our podcast.
Yeah, she actually she came on the radio a couple of times with me back when she was a Farmington kid, and she actually, when she graduated from high school, my world famous chair that I used to really post a lot about at St. Joe. She went up there with her cap and gown, changed into her graduation cap and gown, and took a picture of her and her family with the chair.
Wow.
And then changed out and went back and graduated. So that kind of dedication needs to be rewarded.
Yeah.
Jennifer, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. We talked about Canyon earlier on. Johnny Woolridge. Celebrating his birthday on Monday.
Yes.
Still a lean, mean guitar playing machine. In fact, the first John Thomas picnic, I believe, Shannon Cox came out from Canyon, and he did some acoustic work, and John came by, and I don't know if he played or if we all sat around and told stories. But, John, happy birthday to you, buddy. And Katie Martinez, celebrating a birthday. She's a principal over at Bismarck.
Yeah.
And boy, she was a good basketball player back in the day.
Yeah, she was. Who was the best one of the Taylor girls? You can start a good argument there because all three of them pretty good on the court.
Yeah.
But, Katie doing a great job as the principal at Bismarck. Let's see. Is that all your birthdays you had for Monday?
Yeah.
Awesome. I got Ashley Arcand celebrating a birthday on Monday. Dr. Figueroa, Raphael Figueroa with a birthday on Monday as well. Happy birthday to you, sir. Bruce Ferguson with a birthday on Monday. Dawn Kekek, happy birthday, Dawn. Hope she has a great day. And Greg Noble, wait, hold on. No, that's the wrong day. We did this last year.
Yeah.
I think I got it fixed now. Greg Noble's birthday is not on Monday the 29th. However, it is
tomorrow.
On Tuesday the 30th. Or you got it tomorrow?
I've got it for tomorrow.
Oh, man. Either way, happy birthday week to Greg
Tuesday
Noble.
is the 30th.
Tuesday is the 30th. Tomorrow, though, is Sunday. This is Saturday. Right?
No, we're doing Monday birthdays.
No, I know we just did Monday birthdays, but tomorrow is Sunday. We're live. This is Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he is on the 30th?
Yes.
Okay. Happy birthday,
Live
Greg Noble.
podcasting.
Yeah, I know, right? Who else do you have besides Greg Noble on Tuesday, September 30th?
Well, in addition to Opie, we got to say happy birthday to Tamara Coleman from the Park Hills Chamber of Commerce, Park Hills Leadington Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Ree Rogers. That's from your husband, Denny, and your boys, who also sponsored a little thing called the Hog Toss
The hog toss.
Back in the day,
I
which
remember
was
the hog
a
toss.
lot of fun as well. So, happy birthday to you, young lady. Rick Hampton, happy birthday to you.
That's a
Hampton
dude
boys.
we should have on the podcast.
I don't think we have a good enough bleeper switch to put him. No, he's a good dude. He could have some stories.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And he never met a microphone he didn't like.
No.
And we got to say happy birthday to Julie Bauke, married to Kurt Bauke.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday wishes to you, Miss Julie.
It's her birthday every day.
Yes.
Marty Winslow celebrating a birthday on Tuesday. Also, Brian Forney. And you mentioned Tammy Coleman, Executive Director of the Park Hills-Leadington Chamber of Commerce. What about, don't trip over those cords, please. What about Wednesday, October the 1st?
Heather Kurtz celebrates a birthday today. Heather, both of her kids went through St. Paul High School, and they're proud graduates of that. So happy birthday to you from Steve and the kids. Happy birthday to Paul Govro. My buddy Paul, I saw him last week, him and Yvette, his wife, at Blues Brews and Barbecue. Happy birthday to you, Paul. Hope you're doing fantastic. And Dennis Gillum, who helped to form a little group we like to call GTO, celebrating a birthday as well.
Happy birthday, Dennis. I hope you have an awesome day. Another big birthday for Wednesday, Jonas Lowry. He will be 15 years old, and Jonas will be eligible to take the driver's test.
Oh, boy.
So he can get a learner's permit, and he can start driving when he's accompanied by myself or the wife. And, so that's going to be awesome. Happy birthday, son. I hope you have a great day.
All right. We'll get to Steve Thomas. Come on over here, buddy. You should get over here and say hello. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, here, we're going to say hi to Steve Thomas while he's here. Steve, how are you?
Good, Mark.
What time did you get out here this morning?
It was about 6:30.
6:30? Yep. Are you like quality control with the chicken?
Yes. That's all they'll let me do.
Now, you are John's brother.
I am.
The whole reason for this is to pay tribute to John and raise some money.
Yes.
We're getting blocked out by cousins, but that's okay. I've been blocked out by cousins before.
Yes, I hear you. I've been there with you.
Yes, you have. John, you were more than just brothers. You were co-workers for years. So you guys did a lot of things together.
Yeah, he was my hunting buddy, my work partner. Yes, it was, and a brother. So yes, deeply miss him. So yes.
And it's good to be able to pay tribute to him with something like this and raise some money for a great cause.
Absolutely. It's just a great event. It gets some of the family back together again, and it's a good event.
Tell us about this fleet of barbecue workers.
Oh man,
over
I'll tell you
here.
what, Jim Howard and his boys, they're on it. Jim's dad was a chicken barbecuer from way back, and he passed that on. So Jim is passing that on to his sons, and I've been trying to learn a few secrets. But yeah, they know how to barbecue chicken. Yes,
no doubt about it. And they've been working hard here as well. There's so many people that step up in the St. Paul family to help it, aren't there?
Yes, it's a great event, and there's always the church family is always here to help. I've met some families from the high school that have kids here that aren't necessarily members of St. Paul, but another great group of people and that have made the commitment for a Christian education. It's really nice to see that need is out there.
But even if you've never been to this church or even heard of St. Paul High School, you're still welcome to come today.
Oh yeah, we like new faces. We know the community's always been behind the school here. We're an asset to the community, but also the community's an asset to us, and we appreciate all the support we get from outside the church, because it takes a family for a process like this. So yes.
By the way, if you're ever somewhere and there's a fish fry and Steve Thomas is cooking the fish,
oh yes,
just pull up a chair.
Well, I might know a little bit more about frying fish than I do about barbecue and chicken, but that being said, So
Steve, we appreciate it so much.
I thank you guys, and we appreciate it. I was watching you on the phone a while ago, and
cool.
It's really neat. Like it, and I love when you guys do the Knights football too. That's always awesome to watch you guys.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Appreciate
sir.
that so
All
much.
right.
Thank you. Fantastic. Very good.
We're on
let's
Thursday
see.
now, I think.
We're on Thursday. Okay. Yeah, we gave Jonas a birthday wish.
Yes.
Scott Haggerty, local insurance agent with Shelter in Park Hills, with a birthday on Wednesday as well. Happy birthday, Scott. And Paul Pasternak, longtime teacher in the North County School District, now retired. He has a birthday on Wednesday as well. Okay, now we're ready for Thursday, October the 2nd.
All right, happy birthday wishes to Megan Canaday. She is one of the world-famous web girls.
Yes.
That went through the Farmington School District. She married Chris Canaday, who was a St. Genevieve boy and a basketball player at Mineral Area College. And I believe Chris either just did or is getting ready to turn 50, which is amazing to me. But Megan, you look much younger than him anyway. So happy birthday wishes to you. Happy birthday to Kelsey D'Amico. She was involved in the Country Days talent show contest for a bunch of years, won it at least once I know of, and she can flat out sing. So Kelsey, happy birthday wishes to you. Hillary Hahn, married to Michael Hahn, who was a great football player and wrestler. In fact, a state champion wrestler at Farmington High School back in the day. Hillary, happy birthday wishes to you. I know her son is carrying on the tradition of being a great wrestler. He's already signed to play wrestle in college.
Great.
Jeff Grunwald, happy birthday to you. His wife Jessica is one of the organizers of Dress to Impress in beautiful downtown Farmington. Jeff, happy birthday to you. Jonah Burgess, I believe that's Brett's son.
Okay.
Happy birthday wishes to you. He was an assistant coach on the MAC basketball team not too long ago. And let's see, our buddy Tim Porter from the city of Farmington, Mr. Viburnum.
Yes.
Happy birthday wishes to you, Tim. He was a cop for many, many years, and I was working for developmental services. So happy birthday wishes to you, buddy.
Yeah, I called a few games with Tim. It was always fun. Called a game with Todd Porter, a couple games with Todd Porter too. That was awesome as well. So the Porter guys are class acts in my book.
Yep.
Tim, I hope you have a great day. Brandy Barrett celebrating a birthday on Thursday as well. Then we wrap up the week with Friday, October 3rd. Who you got?
We have Shauna Adams, who worked for a whole bunch of years for the city of Farmington. She was a real sweetheart. Now she's an EMT. Happy birthday wishes to you. My cousin, Debbie Bentrup, celebrates a birthday. And I bet right now she has a cabin on the Merrimack River, I want to say, getting out towards Franklin County. And she likes to go down there and just disappear and fish all weekend and maybe have a few beverages. So, Debbie, happy birthday wishes to you. Angie Hahn, a long time, one of your bosses.
Yeah.
She's on the Board of Education for the
my
Farmington
bosses.
School District. Happy birthday wishes to you. Leslie Reinitz, happy birthday wishes to you from your husband, Lee, and all the family. Lee, I hope you're feeling better. And a guy who may be one of the 2 or 3 best basketball players ever to come out of Fredericktown High School.
Ooh, okay.
Brad Cooper.
Can't argue
Celebrating
that.
a birthday. He was on our dream team, played a little college ball, and now he's in financial stuff. So, Brad, happy birthday wishes to you.
Were him and Denman on the same team, Rod Denman?
I think Rod's a little older.
Okay, but they were right there. So those two probably, wouldn't you say, are on that Mount Rushmore for Fredericktown basketball?
Oh, yeah.
Probably?
Yeah.
Then I'm trying to think. Golly, there's a couple more. Anyways, we'll have that discussion another day. I'll make some.
Well, you got the McMahon boys.
Right. That's who I was trying to think of. All the McMahons. There's quite a few of them. And then I think there was somebody late 90s, early 2000s that was really good too. Kind of in between McMahons. But anyways, happy birthday on Friday to Paul Fritsch, celebrating a birthday on
Paul.
Friday. Happy birthday, Paul. Gina Cagle with a birthday on Friday. Angie Weiss. And my sister-in-law, Kara Wampler, will turn 50 years old on Friday, October the 3rd. Happy birthday to her.
Well, the Parkland podcast just got a lot better looking here.
Very good.
With our next guest, the lovely and talented Sherirll Thomas, who really is the brainchild of this whole event. Sherirll, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it, and I appreciate all your help with promoting this event and getting the word out and helping us to promote our sponsors that are involved with this event as well.
You are being pulled in probably 50 different directions, so I know your time is limited today, but I know you wanted to really send a shout out to all of our sponsors, especially for this.
Yes, so we have lots of sponsors that have worked with us. We have Heimburger Construction, Billy Beard, and Ozark Steel. They are our pheasant sponsors, and all three of them have been with us for the last 3 years, so we thank them very much. And then our turkey sponsors, we have Capias, Lakeland, KP Plumbing, who have also been with us for the last 3 years. And then our newest one is Thrivent from Colorado. So Jeff Losh, I thank him. And then our growth sponsors, we have Kreckler Jewelers, American Family, that's the best agency, Chris Morrison State Farm, First State Community Bank, Cozine, Hearing Care Partners, and I'm not going to say this one correctly. Nope, the roofing.
Oh, Miners Hagen.
Miners Hagen, so sorry. Roofing and sheet metal. And then we have our in-kind donors. We have Expert Powder Coating that they have done our banners. We have Save-A-Lot that is giving us a lot of the food that is being prepared right next door. So we have chicken meals with corn and potato salad. And then we also have some kids meals for hot dogs and potato chips, all include drink and desserts. And then we also want to thank Nikki and David for being our music today. And then we're also going to have Cousins, who is going to be doing our beer garden. So we thank all of them.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of your sponsorship levels have like something in common. Pheasant, turkey. There was a reason for that.
That is true. So if any of you know John, you know he liked to hunt. His favorite thing to hunt was pheasant up in South Dakota. And that's where we kind of came up with our different sponsorship levels.
All right, and there's also a lot going to be going on today, and we just had Steve on, and we mentioned you don't have to be from St. Paul to be a part of this today.
That is correct. We have lots of volunteers that are actually from right next door at St. Joe. Some of my friends from the great class of '83 will be here to help support me and support this event. So yeah, anybody can attend. We have lots of great silent auction items. We have online auction items. I know some of them have been mentioned. The in-person items, we have a leaf blower that came from Plumbers. We have a gear wrench set, I think that's what it is. Sorry, Randy, from Gifford Lumbers. So we have that. We have some Cardinal swag. We have lots of the local restaurants that have given us gift certificates. Nancy Sylvie at Pasta House has always supported us, and she's also another classmate. And then we also have Sticks and Steins. We have Emo's Pizza, Buffalo Wild Wings.
What is it about the class of '83 where you all look so young?
Because we are.
Yeah.
Well said.
I'm actually the youngest, so me and another classmate, and we just kind of rounded it up. So we all hit that next big mark this year.
And you have an in-kind thing that you wanted to promote, like a raffle.
So we have a 50-50 raffle. I think the last couple of years it has raised about $450. Honestly, I don't remember the ticket pricing, but if you show up, you can buy raffle tickets and have that. We also have T-shirt sales. We have, the big thing is we also have a matching grant this year.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yes. So last year we had $4,000 matching grant. This year it is $4,500. And I'm happy to announce that as of this morning, we are already at $3,500.
Yes.
So anything that can get us closer to that is wonderful. It all goes for a great cause to help the students at St. Paul High School that are members of the church in honor of John.
Wow. Anything else you want to mention? Other than you just love doing this kind of thing.
Yeah, thanks.
That's what it always happens. You're already 5-10 minutes like, oh no, I should have said this. Or, yeah, trust me, we have that. That happens to us all the time too. We always think of stuff.
Well, I love watching you guys in Colorado.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you. I know John watched it too, and he used to stream on the radio.
Yep,
and stuff
we used to listen to Mark every morning faithfully when we got up and had our coffee.
Wow.
Thank you so much for everything you've done. This is going to be a great day.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And folks can hang around and go to church after it's done.
That's right. There's 2 services.
And a shout out to Jenny Heimburger because she's going to be by later on today.
Yes, I'll finally get to meet her.
Yes, yes. So we're excited about that.
Very good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys.
All right,
appreciate it.
All right. Now that you would have no idea about the sacrifice she made by doing this because
I can tell the look of relief on her face now.
It's taken 3 months to talk her into doing it. Yes, yes.
And she did fantastic.
Yes.
Very, very good. Oh, man. And the whole time, too, I was trying to focus on the interview, and then I look right behind her, and I'm watching all these pieces of chicken be sauced right now. It looks amazing. In fact, Mark, I'm going to walk over and turn the camera on it because I think people are missing out.
All right, that sounds good. I will fill because that's what we do until he gets a hold of the camera. And I'll talk while you bring it over there. All right, this is called live podcasting at its best. You can no longer see me. In fact, can you pick the camera up and just take it over there? Or I guess you can't, can you? Yeah, you're all connected. Look at all that chicken, and some of that chicken can be going in your belly here in just a little bit, just a little over an hour. It's going to be ready to go. They said they wanted to be done. And as you can tell by looking at the Howard boys over there, they know a little thing or two about eating.
Maybe. Well, they know a thing or two about barbecue. Because I've been watching their work. And, it looks amazing. And, I love their system. They got sawhorses, and then they kind of bring everything out and set it on top of the sawhorses and then just sauce the you-know-what out of it. And I don't know. I just wanted to show that because that's what I've been looking at for like the last 10, 15 minutes. And it just looks so good. I'm so hungry right now. I can't wait to eat.
That's Nick Vaughn that's helping them out. And there's Tim Kohlmeyer is over there. Brian Coker was here earlier on, but he had to leave. He's got a fishing trip he's going on. Tom's over there. There's a whole bunch of good people helping to put all that food
Jason
together.
Garner.
Yeah. Oh boy, you got that in there pretty good. See,
well, I wanted to zoom in. I wanted people to see because it looks so good and all that smoke. Oh man,
we could literally say, "Holy smokes!"
Holy smokes on that one. Absolutely. And here in a little bit, we're going to get Mr. Vaughn over and chat with him. But I know he's real busy right now. This is the part of the barbecue operation that requires all these because a lot of. And again, I'm not, calling people out, but there's a lot of sitting around kind of while just like your own barbecue. But then right now, this is the labor-intensive part, and look how efficient these guys are.
Yeah, we may not be able to get Nick on here because he's busy saucing.
Oh yeah, he's saucing.
He's getting sauced right now.
These guys are getting super sauced. Look at that. Amazing. But yeah, I just had to turn the camera and bring that into our viewership has gone up ever since we've done that.
Todd Smith is over there. He's helping out as well. He's talking to Steve Thomas. They must be management because they're just sitting there talking. I didn't say that. We hope to have Pastor Schmidt won't be here early. He'll be here later on. He is acting as pastor of St. Paul Lutheran Church in Farmington, doing a fantastic job as well. There's a whole family of people helping to put this event together for sure as we kind of do a look around, and now we're bringing it back over to the tent where we are doing the podcast from. It has warmed up nicely. It's going to be a beautiful day today. People are busy doing things, getting set up. That's what I would be doing right now if I wasn't doing the podcast. Maybe if we could get Andy Sherrill to get Nick Vaughn over here as well, that would be fantastic. He's going to help us out. When he's done getting sauced, It looks like he might be ready to come on over here in a little bit. Maybe if we could take just a quick commercial break.
Yeah, we can do that.
And then we could get Nick on. I know we're not going to get Andrea McClanahan, who is an award-winning teacher at St. Paul. She's a graduate of St. Paul High School, but she is not a fan of public. I've interviewed her a few times, and she's decided that's Andy's.
That's enough, huh?
That's Andy's job.
Very good. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back, and hopefully we can talk to Mr. Vaughn. Then we'll do our music segment and call it a morning. There's not a cloud in the sky, Mark. It is just beautiful outside.
Perfect weather.
It is. Come on out. Again, this event gets underway about 11 and go all this afternoon. You will have a blast, and my gosh, that chicken just looks amazing. Parkland Podcast, we're broadcasting on the Saturday morning, 9:43 from St. Paul Elementary. We will be back after this.
Farmington, Missouri, your destination for a perfect weekend getaway. Dine in at one of our quality restaurants or visit one of our surrounding wineries. Farmington offers a variety of parks and other recreational leisure time activities. See some sights, have some fun, and go wherever your heart takes you. Sounds like a lot of fun, so get a room and stay a while. All this and more awaits you just 60 miles south of St. Louis. Discover Farmington today.
Back on the Parkland Podcast here on this Saturday morning. And you've seen this guy in action. Now you're going to get to see him talk to us on the podcast. Mr. Nicohlas Vaughn, and you are the JAG teacher at Farmington High School, right? That's your program?
Sir. I teach JAG at the Farmington High School as well as the middle school. So
That's right.
I start each day at the middle school and then head to the high school to end my day.
Now, what is JAG? What is that about?
So JAG, it's an acronym. It stands for Jobs for America's Graduates. So basically all it is I try to prepare the student for what they're going to do after high school, whether it's college, whether it's start their own business, maybe podcast eventually, whatever it is, I want to just help them get prepared. And some of the ways that we do that is teaching communication skills, any kind of skills that you'll need in the workplace, organization, but mostly communication skills is just because that's what we found out that most people need to get better at.
You're kind of feeling a need.
I'm feeling the need, but honestly, I just started teaching about 4 years ago. So when I turned 40, that was when I entered the teaching field. I needed that need filled as well, and one of the best decisions I ever made was becoming a teacher.
Yeah.
How did you decide at the age of, I guess, 36 or 40 or whatever it technically began, you said, I'm not happy with what I'm doing, I think I need to be a teacher?
So, quite honestly, when I was about 21, I'm in the military. I'm in the Kentucky National Guard currently, so I've got about 25 years in right now. But I remember on a deployment, I had a couple older guys, which I'm their age now, if not older, but back then they was the old guys, and they said, hey, you should think about being a teacher. And I said, well, I'm not really smart enough to be a teacher, blah, blah, blah. And they said, you should really think about being a teacher. You're good with people. But then they're like, hey, there's a lot of benefits. Your summer's off. If it snows, you don't have to rush into work. And I was wanting something more, and so I was on the border doing border security for the military. I applied to be a substitute teacher, and my whole goal was I was going to substitute when it rained and then farmed when I could get out there and work on the farm. But I got a call, and they said, hey, you got a degree, would you be interested in being a full-time sub? I did that for about a year, and then that led into JAG, and one of the greatest decisions I ever made.
You, from what I tell, seeing you in the classroom, seeing you in the hallways, hearing other students talk about you, you're the kind of teacher that you find something in every kid that's like, you know what, that's a good part of that kid. And I think you catch maybe some things that other teachers might miss, and that's kind of your specialty, and you've kind of taken a kid or two under your wing and really kind of focused on what they can do well and make them a better person.
So I think a lot of it has to do with my upbringing. I had some incredible teachers. Okay, so my backstory, which all my students know this and may come to a shock of a few of your audience, but I had 5 years of high school. So I was actually expelled my first junior year of high school.
Oh, boy.
I was the kid that didn't want anything to do with school. I always got along with the teachers, but I just had better things to do. And it wasn't until I realized that I was going to have to work extremely hard. So my year out of school, I was working landscaping during the day, working at a barbecue shop at night. And it was across from the city park. All my best friends was playing basketball. And I would have to sit in the drive-through window of this barbecue restaurant watching all my friends having fun after school. And I said, whatever I do, I'm going to get back into school. And sure enough, that next year, got back into school, joined the military between my junior and senior years. So I went through basic. That helped mature me a whole lot. Yeah. And since then, everything's been just an upward spiral. A funny story, a couple years ago, we was going to St. Louis, and we was doing a ropes course up there at, I think, Union Station for some of the students we was teaching. And I ran into my 11th grade teacher. So all the way back in Kentucky, my old school was taking a class up there, and I ran into my old teacher, and she was that was one of the most biggest surprises. Yeah. When I got to run into her and kind of explain, hey, I'm up here watching my students as well. So everything came full circle, but one thing about it, since I came to Farmington, that's the only place I've ever taught, and I'm very, very satisfied. It's been nothing but great since I've been there.
So how'd you get hooked up with the Howard family?
So the Howard family, I married into Jim and Dolores. I married their daughter, Jennifer, actually here in, and I better get this right because...
Yeah, because this is live now.
Yeah, I better get this right. So we got married September 29th. So 2 days will be our anniversary in 2 days. And gosh, this is a tough one. 18 years. I think in 2 days we would have been married. So what it was, I joined the family almost 18 years ago. 8 years ago, we moved to Farmington because we just had our son, and I was getting deployed again, so I wanted to make sure my wife had a good support system. And if you guys know Jim and Dolores Howard, there's no better support in the world. So that's how we got involved. As far as the barbecue, of course, Jim, everybody's cousins in this town.
Right.
And,
no kidding.
Everybody's kin somehow, some way, but Triple H Farms, that's Jim and Dolores' farms, along with all their kids and son-in-law, daughter-in-law, and actually grandkids now. We volunteer to come up here, and it's a great time. We've been doing it for 3 years in a row. The crowd's awesome. I like bidding on some stuff, but obviously we get to eat the chicken that we cook, so it's perfect.
So, like, I've known Jim for a long time now.
He's a big teddy bear.
He's a big teddy bear,
no doubt.
But he's not afraid to poke fun a little bit. So, given your accent here, I'm detecting Kentucky. Did you hear a lot about that accent when you first went into the family?
Well, I heard a lot about it, and of course, everybody talks slow, so I don't really know. I don't know if they're making fun of my accent or my intelligence, but everybody kind of talks slow to me anyway. But no, since you know them, it's a great time. We try to have dinner over there at least once a week. I try to have dinner over there about 4 times a week. Because, my brother-in-law, John, he cooks everything, great cook. Ladies out there, if you're interested in a great cook, you need to go after John Howard.
There you go.
But a great cook, and we love it over there, but it's a good time every meal.
Awesome.
Very cool. Any kind of big events coming up for JAG that you guys have coming up?
So we do have some big events. I don't really want to put out the guest speaker yet. He has committed, but this man is very, very popular around this town, and we all know things that can come up. But we've got our I&I ceremony, which is installation of our officers and initiation. So in JAG, we all take this oath, and the oath basically just says, hey, we're going to do our best. We're going to work hard. We're going to give it our all. But we've got our installation of our officers. So we've got a club. We've got we've got 3 returning officers and 2 more coming in. And we've got the president, vice president. We're focused on community service. There's a lot of things. Talking about community service, and I know your class does it as well. We go to Habitat for Humanity.
Love it.
We was just working in the re-shop at Habitat for Humanity, I think 3 days ago, if I'm not mistaken, on the Wednesday. A great turnout. We took 16 kids. So JAG, it's an organization that really gives back, and just awesome group of students.
Being supported this year by the United Way of St. Francis County.
Yes, the United Way, they're big supporters of JAG, and I know it's of St. Francis County, so I'll obviously just talk about Farmington, but I know that we're in several schools around here that United Way, they're great supporters, and we couldn't do it without them.
And then you have a trunk or treat coming up here in a couple weeks too, right?
Well, I'm glad you reminded me of that.
Hey.
But I think it's the 28th. I think it's the Tuesday from 4 to 6. It's at the high school. JAG's been responsible for it since its creation at the high school. I've only been responsible for it for the last 3 years, but all the student organizations, classes, the student leadership or student council, everybody chips in, and we fill up a parking lot. Most of the candy is donated by the high school. Okay, most of the candy is donated by the students, and then the teachers will chip in. Each vehicle, the trunk or treat, or each club has their own theme. This year, JAG, we're doing the Peanuts characters. Of course, the students called me Charlie Brown because I'm nearly bald. And
what's wrong with that?
Well, I never thought I would be, but it happens to the best of us. But I'm bald, so I've actually got to go buy a shirt right, I think, within the next couple weeks, and we're going to be prepping for that.
Last year, you were Gru, and you nailed it.
So I was Gru, and I'm not going to lie, I had no idea who I was. But again, every character that I get to be is a bald, middle-aged man. So every character from here on out. And that's the only thing the students say to me. So who knows who I'll be next year, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be someone without hair.
How could people find out more about the JAG program at Farmington?
So JAG, we're not on social media just yet. We're still working on that. But the best way to find out about JAG is call up there to the high school, ask for Nick Vaughn, or talk to any of the principals, the counselors. If you're if you would love to speak to the class about anything, whether it's about businesses, about employment, whether it's about giving your life story, offering some encouragement to the kids, if you call up there to the school, get a hold of us. I would love to have anybody within this community in there, just because it is a community program. And most of the kids that we have in JAG are eventually going to work in this community. Just a quick note, we had 19 kids in JAG last year, and the awesome thing is all 19 are either working full-time, or they're going to school full-time, or doing both. So it's been a great program for the high school.
Fantastic. Great to see you, sir. Thanks for coming and talking to us, too. That's been a lot of fun.
Hey, I appreciate it anytime, guys. I'm a first-time caller.
Yeah,
long time. So I appreciate it. Anytime you guys need anything, just please let me know.
Awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Thank you.
Very cool. Nick Vaughn, he's the director of the JAG program at Farmington High School, and definitely one of the favorite teachers amongst the students, and one of the many volunteers helping this big barbecue take place today. It is 9:57. We're warming up. We'll come do our music segment and wrap things up for you next on the Parkland Podcast on Facebook and YouTube Live.
Since 1941, Busenbark Flooring has been Southeast Missouri's trusted name in flooring. This family-owned business features top-quality carpet, tile, and hardwood, along with countertops, kitchens, and bathrooms, all with expert installation. Need to haul it? Busenbark Trailer Sales has you covered. Come see the large selection of dump trailers, equipment haulers, goosenecks, livestock trailers, and more. Visit busenbarkflooring.com and busenbarktrailersales.com. Or stop by and see everything at the Fairgrounds exit on Highway 67.
Do you often ask others to repeat themselves? Is the TV volume creeping up higher? Hi, I'm Dr. Karen Melton, and it could be time to have your hearing checked. Hearing loss happens gradually, making it hard to notice. At Hearing Care Partners, we offer thorough hearing evaluations that uncover even subtle changes in your hearing over time. Early detection can improve your hearing and your life. Start prioritizing your hearing today. Schedule your appointment now at hearingcarepartners.com. At Hearing Care Partners, we listen so you can hear.
We're back on the Parkland Podcast. We got something special to do. I'm going to go move the camera, Mark. I'm going to let you take over from here, buddy.
Yes, because we don't have everybody in the shot, and this is something we definitely want to have everybody in the shot for as we wrap things up. We're at the St. Paul Elementary School in Farmington, getting ready for a big fundraiser for the high school, which is coming up here, I guess, in about another hour, around 11 o'clock or so. Everything will start to get kicked off. 11:30. Go ahead and pop that microphone volume up there for them.
There we go.
At 11:30 is actually the start time for things going on today, but we've got something special we want to do.
Sure. Yeah, so we just want to say so much of a thank you to Sherry and for John. If you know John or know their family story, they were plasterers, and what they do is something very special, is that they always put a cross into their plaster above doors, and they bless the homes that they've worked in. If you have a house that was plastered by Thomas Plastering, it has a famous swirl in your ceiling, you probably have a cross above your door and you may not even know it, and that just means somebody was praying for you from the beginning. So in our old building on Showplace Drive, John did a lot of that work, and he has some very special pieces of a cross. So we cut those crosses out, and we're going to want to give you one of those so that you can have a piece of John's work in our school forever. And we cut one out for his boys as well, and we'll present that to them today. So this is just a piece of John's actual plastering in our school, and we're going to put a fourth one in our new school. And will always stay in our new school right when you walk in. So we just wanted to give that to you, and just this is a special gift from us to you. Thank you.
That is amazing.
Wow.
And we got to see Lisa in the
there we
background
go, right?
too, which is definitely a plus.
There you go.
Here for support.
Yeah.
She came all the way from Colorado, or where'd you come from this time?
Chesterfield.
Chesterfield. Same thing.
That's still pretty far, yeah.
That's long. There you go.
Wow, very cool. That I remember you've told that story a couple of times on the podcast, and how neat that is. And again, like you said, a lot of people probably have no idea that's happening, and they're getting prayed for.
And we talk about it all the time with our kids. Like, if you can end up living in your vocation, the gifts that God gives you. You don't have to be a pastor to say special things about Jesus to people. You know, you can do it as a plumber. You can do it, obviously, as a plasterer and just bless people. And,
John did it in Colorado as well in his handyman job.
Oh.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. So cool.
Yeah, so thank you guys for letting us do this.
Thank you very much. Thanks for letting us be here today.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you being here.
Love it. Love it. It's been fantastic.
Yeah. Well, one thing left to do, Mark, and that's our music segment. And do we even have a prompt this week?
I just came up with it.
Oh, you did? Okay, good.
Since all we've done is talk about food.
Oh,
I figured
food
we'd
songs.
Have songs about food.
I like that.
And I came up with 3 real quick. And, of course, Cheeseburger in Paradise would have to be just about everybody's number 1 song, I guess, when you think about
There's
songs
a restaurant
with
named
food.
after it. Yeah.
And I also came up with a Led Zeppelin song called Hot Dog.
Hot Dog.
Features some really great guitar work from Jimmy Page. And then I went a little country and got some Charlie Pride in there with Burgers and Fries.
All right. Well, I did a quick Google because nothing really came to mind other than Cheeseburger in Paradise. What about Candy Shop by 50 Cent?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of that song. Banana Pancakes by Jack Johnson. You know that one? No. What about Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles?
Anyway, moving on.
Red Red Wine by UB40. You've heard that. I guess
that
that's
song.
That's not necessarily edible.
Now, Lollipop is on that list.
By Lil Wayne.
But that goes way back.
Yeah.
That's an old 50s song.
That's not the Lil Wayne version that you're lollipop, lollipop,
Yeah.
oh, lolly, lolly, lolly. Led Zeppelin also has a song called Custard Pie. Pasta by The Lonely Island. Weird Al has a lot of songs about food, doesn't he?
Eat It. He had
Eat It. And Fat, of course. We're missing some songs about food. There's got to be some good food songs out here. Top 200 songs about food from classic rock. Here we go. Now we'll get some, and they got Custard Pie. Well, that's number 200. Oh, my gosh. Cherry Pie by Warrant. She's my cherry pie. Remember that song?
American Pie?
Yeah.
That's not exactly about food.
No. Apparently, Lita Ford had a song called Hungry, as
So
did
did Sammy
Sammy
Hagar.
Hagar and Winger. And then Bruce Springsteen has a Hungry Heart. Golly.
All this is making me hungry.
Well, yeah, if you the smell of barbecue. Apparently, Harry Chapin has a song called 3,000 Pounds of Bananas.
There you go.
Daylight come. Is that one? The banana song?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Elton John has a song called The Cookie Factory. There's a Beatles song called Savory Truffle from the White Album.
I'm more interested in Ween and pork roll egg.
Yeah, Ween, man. Making another appearance on the podcast.
Anyway, there
Willie
you
Nelson
go.
had a song called Oatmeal Box. Let's see. Bob Dylan had a song called Catfish. Oh, Presidents of the United States, Peaches. Remember that song?
Oh, yes, I love that
Millions
song.
of peaches, peaches for free. There's that Banana Pancake. Oh, Big Cheese by Nirvana. That was on the Sliver album, or Bleach. Big Cheese, and then I can't sing the next line. Boy, we only made it to 140. There's got to be some better ones there.
Picking tomatoes.
Yeah. Fish in the Jailhouse by Tom Watts. 5-Piece Chicken Dinner by the Beastie Boys from Paul's Boutique.
Gary
That is a
Allen
tune.
fried green tomatoes. No.
Yeah.
Guy Allen.
Weird Al Yankovic had Lasagna, which was a parody of La Bamba. La 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 lasagna.
The Lemon Song from Zeppelin. I remember that one.
Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard. I guess it
Not
kind
exactly
of.
food, but
Yeah.
Food by name only.
Oh, The Sugar Shack by Jerry Gilmer and the Fireballs. I actually
Sure.
heard that song on one of the oldies stations recently. Sugar Sugar by the Archies. Sam Cooke had a song called Sugar Dumplin'. Let's see, we're starting to get into the top 100 now. If we've got any
I
others.
remember The Who. Yeah.
The Who?
Heinz Baked Beans. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was one of their very early albums.
Really? Green Onions by Booker T and the MGs, that fine instrumental song there. Frank Zappa had a
Chicken
song.
Fried, Zach Brown.
Oh, yeah. Love
Rat Salad from Black Sabbath is an excellent.
Yes. Bacon, Egg, and Cheese on a Roll by Tom Nicholas. Who's that? Guess Who? We're Coming to Dinner. James Brown had a song called Popcorn.
Go down to number. Let's just arrow down all the way to number one.
What is the number one song according to this about food? Pound Cake by Van Halen. Forgot about that. It says the number one song is Fish Heads by Barnes and Barnes.
That was kind
Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads. Yeah.
Okay.
Rock Lobster by the V-52s.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we've
we beat this one.
Beat this one to death. So I guess next week we're going to be at the Lions Club
Song
Barbecue.
of the day, Chicago, Make Me Smile.
Oh, great one.
A great song. The B-side, that's back when they had 45s and singles. The B-side to that was Color My World.
Yeah, and you could play it. They both kind of roll into each other, too. Jonas is big into, like, songs, albums like that do that. He thinks that's the coolest thing, and so I was like, oh, there's Chicago, and we found that, and we listened to Color My World and those tunes. So always good stuff. Very, very good. So next week?
Next week we're going to be set up, weather permitting, at the Farmington Lions Club Barbecue. Brian Hickey is going to join us. He just got back from like a 2-week trip to Africa.
Oh, wow.
We're going to ask him about that, and he's done a lot of other really interesting things in his life, and we're going to ask him about an honor flight that he took a couple of years ago.
Neat.
That is pretty cool as well. So we should have a lot of Lions Club members joining us as well.
Yeah, Lions Club as well. We'll have Shauna Pettis. I'm not sure which episode, but she's going to come up for us real soon and talk about their big trunk or treat that's happening. And who knows who else is going to join us on the next edition of the Parkland Podcast. Again, we're live every Saturday morning starting at 8 a.m. right here on YouTube and Facebook. Is there any chicken ready? Do you think we can go get some chicken now?
We're probably not too far away.
Okay, good. Well, we're going to call it a day then and go get some chicken. Come on out again, 11:30. This event goes well into the afternoon. Silent auction. So many fun things to do. Again, don't have to be Lutheran. Don't have to be from Farmington. Don't have to be anything but human in order to attend this event. They would love to have you. Big thanks to everybody. Thanks to all the sponsors for sponsoring this event here as well at St. Paul. And I hope you have a wonderful Saturday, and we'll see you next week.
Thinking about you, John Thomas.